Karen, you've taught more than 30 years in both public and private schools. Do you see young people asked to engage in thinking and asked to ask questions, encouraged to ask questions?
Not at all. I mean, they're not asked to do anything except... I'm confused at the question. No. They in fact are asked not to question. I think, when they introduced moral, right, a few years ago.
Actually, I studied moral in school, and that was a long time ago.
So this is, again, this is what they said, that, okay, so you have all these questions, and then you have to answer the question exactly as it appears, right? So if they ask you, what color is the sky? And in the textbook, the answer is the sky is blue. You have to put the sky is blue. If you put blue is the sky, you get it wrong. This is true? This is what one of my kids told me. And true, right? I mean, can you believe that? So, yeah, I think kids are really discouraged extremely from any kind of questioning, any kind of thinking. And because there is not enough of questioning and thinking, then there is very, very little engagement, real engagement into anything that they are supposedly studying. So, by the time I get them now, let's say, the average age, is 18, 19, 20. So then suddenly I'm asking them to think, and they look at me and go like, are you mad? I mean, what's that? T-H-I-N-K? I mean, like, yeah, they're shocked. And so and you can't shout and scream at them because they suddenly you want them to, what's your opinion on this? So it's completely the other way, opposite to, and because of that, the so-called knowledge that they receive does not stay, It just, after the exam, it's over.
I was just reading a letter to the editor in the Sun newspaper by Ranjit Singh Malhi, where he describes the kind of learning that we have in public schools as the lowest form of learning, i.e. where it's just about memorizing. There isn't an attempt to try and encourage and enable higher forms of learning and thinking.
Last week, my first University Malaya, the oldest university in the country, ranking 194, moving up slowly. So my class is dance criticism. So these are second years, 14 of them. So, okay, we're talking about what's dance criticism, why is it important, written criticism, blah, 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 blah. And then I just asked them, so what's the population of Malaysia? So I'm trying to make a point between the number of people who see a show and then the number of people who might read it if it's written, and, what's the population of Malaysia? There are 14 students in the class. 2.5 million, 3 million, 4 million, 2.8 million. I went through every single one of 14 kids. The highest they got to was 4 million people. I am not kidding. Then I asked them population of Singapore. 2.5 million, 3 million, 2.8 million, 5 million, 4 million. Then I asked them the population of Indonesia, 5 million, 6 million, 10 million. So I sat in my chair and I kind of slid down and, okay, so when I told them the populations, they're not even like, oh my God. No, they're like, oh, okay, 28, 4, and 230 million.
It's just another figure, right?
Yeah. It's not going to change my life.
Did they take a notebook out and say, oh, 28 now, right?
No.